Ola Bom Dia and welcome to this week's video. It has been another really hot week again today. Not only that, but Mum and Dad have gone down with a little bit of a virus. There is quite a few going around at the moment, but it has made it quite hard to progress with any of the bigger jobs on the farm. We have still managed to do some littler things, so if you want to see what we have got up to, just watch on.
So last night our neighbour showed me how to tie the corn up, but I was a bit late starting last night, so I didn't get much done. So tonight I've just finished off bundling the corn up. I put 5 bundles in the barn, what we're using to store it in. It's the one I'm using for tools at the moment, so I've had to move some of them about. But we've got about another 9 more bales, bundles, whatever you want to call them. I'll just show you those. So there's 3 more from down here, and over there where we had most of it laid out, I've got 5 in the barn, as I say, and another 3 bigger bundles here. So we've got 8 from this side, 4 from that side, what we'll just put out to dry. Some of the corn's still growing over there. It's got big corn heads on it. I'll show you some of those later. But there's plenty of little bits kicking about on the floor still, what want tidying up. But a lot of these will go for food for the goats tonight. So as I said, I'll show you the corn husks, and you can see some of these are getting quite big. Some of them are starting to split. There is bits of corn in them, not too much. But the birds are coming and pinching these. Yeah, good on them. We're not too worried. Most of this is feed for seed for planting again next year, if we plant any more next year. Another bits will be used for hen food, so none of it will go to waste really, because when we get this off, goats will come in this bit and they'll eat all this, and hopefully a lot of the weed what's here. Yeah, so that's how we're doing with the corn. We didn't save too much, as you can probably see. Sorry about turning a bit quick. Just a patch over there, a few little bits in and out, and then there's a couple of patches down that side. But as I say, we were only saving the ones with the bigger heads. The little orange, what I thought I'd killed last year, is starting to pick up again, which is quite good. Then the lemon's doing quite well as well, but I'm going to have to come down here and clear some of these weeds around here. This is what happens, you know, you're doing one job and then another crops up. And trimming this tree back's helped with a few of the apples. We got about 3 off this tree last year. There's quite a few on it now. Not as many as I'd like, but there's a few coming. These are nice eating apples. Our walnut tree's doing quite well. Well, we haven't had any walnuts off it this year. I think it's a few years before we'll get any anyway, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. Pear trees are doing quite well. Lots of pears on them, probably too much. We probably should have thinned them out before. I did cut this tree right back last year, so yeah, I'm surprised we've got so much fruit on it. We do have some plums what are looking like they're ripe. Nice sort of colour to them. I think the plums anyway. Maybe not. One of the new apple trees starting to sprout quite nicely. Yeah, I think we might have to take some of the lower leaves off that. And this was another tree what we thought was dead, but it's given out quite a lot of runners. They've been there for a while as the runners, but they didn't seem to be doing anything, but now they seem to be sprouting quite nicely. But we need to take some of them off at some point. There's too many runners, it's giving too much, taking too much away from the main one, so we'll trim them back probably. This is an almond. Looks like it's getting a bit dry. I do keep coming down and watering it, but probably not as often as I should be doing, so I need to make a bit more effort with that. Again, the biggest pear tree. We cut this back a lot last year, springtime, and yeah, again it's massively fruit, probably too much again, as you can see from that bit there. There's big clumps, but yeah, it's finding time to get down and do a lot of these jobs. This tree isn't doing a great deal. We didn't really expect it to. As you can probably see, it's well shot. What I'm going to do a little bit later, when I've got a bit more time, is come and cut this right down near the bottom and see if it sprouts again. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, well, I don't think it's going to stay up very much longer anyway. As you can see, it's got holes right through it. You can see right through the tree there. Big hole there. Just all well rotten. So one good kick and I think it'd come down. But as I say, you know, it's obviously got some good roots, so it keeps sprouting. So yeah, if we take that off, hopefully it'll come back. And this one we took down quite a lot as well last year, fruiting quite nicely. This is the one where we've got the wildlife camera on. We don't seem to have got anything on it at the moment. We'll keep looking. Maybe point it in a bit different direction, pan it round a bit. And we've got quite a lot of little figs on the other fig trees, bushes. Again, it's probably too many runners on it and what have you. We've not got round to everything. Although we've cut some of it back, we should have cut some of the runners away and things like that. And this is one of the little olive trees which I really hacked back last springtime really, and yeah, it's coming back quite well. Not many olives on it, I'm afraid, but the way I cut it back I didn't expect too many this year. Same with that one over there. And the pomegranates I'm always disappointed with. We get loads and loads of flowers on both of them, but very little fruit. Last year we got 3 in total. Nice, but yeah, I've done what the what Google says, and it said chop it well back, which we did. It sprouted quite a lot. I know there's some grapevine through it, but very little fruit. In fact, the only one I can see obviously is that one there. Having said that, I had to search for the others last year and they got bigger before I actually found them, so yeah, we'll see if we find any more later.
What's that? So we bought a doggy paddling pool. Dottie's not impressed at all. I'm surprised Alfie's not got in. Can you maybe just turn the water off and see if the water stays in the paddling pool? Nice.
So Dottie's decided she'll go in the pool if she's getting a treat.
So I think we one or two problems with these beds was this one and one further over. I used some flat board under the surface of the soil, and I think because it was flattened, not thick round beams, it's rotted away and split, so bit of a design itch there. So we'll just see if we can pull them in. I'm pushing on this side because I want this side in more than that side, so make the soil loose around the pole. Hopefully it'll pull this side more. So, just drilled some holes through this wood, just one at each side. I think that's going to be sufficient. And then I'm going to get this as low as I can to the ground and just put a screw in each. They're a little bit longer screws than what I wanted. I think they'll stick out the other side, but yeah, it should be alright because it's going to be sort of almost below the level of the soil by the time we get some more composting. So we'll see if we can get these screwed in. Yeah. Just take the strap off now and see how we've done. If I can get it. Yeah, I think I've broken that one. A couple of the other things that's happened to these beds is some of the screws have popped through. They wanted washers on them really when I put them together, and some of the ones with nails in they've pushed out. Obviously, you know, the amount of soil in there is quite a lot, and as it's got wet it's expanded and pushed them out a bit. So what I'm going to do is put a couple more screws in with some washers on. I ain't going to do them all with washers. I ain't going to take them out and replace them all. What I'll do is I'll just put a couple of screws with washers in, and then if any more pop out I'll do the same there, and I'm going to do that all the way along the beds. So I've just been and got some 50mm ones. They should go in a treat now. Them back in the box and they don't get kicking about. So as I say, I'm just going to go along the beds and just do the same. I'm not going to show you all of that, obviously, you know, once you've seen one. So we'll go and get that done. So that's this bed we repaired as well. It's not as straight as the other one, obviously, you know, a lot of weight in it, so it pushes it out, but I pulled it back best I can. Put a load of screws and washers just to weld it, and same at the other side. We've still got a couple of bits in here, a couple of carrots, beetroot. Yeah, I'll show you what that one is, because we had some celery in here, so yeah, I don't know whether that's one of them or what it is. It could be a weed for all I know. As I say, there's a carrot down there, another one that end of the bed, and we had some radishes and some other stuff, parsnips I believe, but they haven't done a thing, so we don't know whether it's because we buried them too deep. But I made the soil at this end, at that end of the bed, really sandy, so yeah. Anyway, it didn't work. Still got quite a lot of weeding to do in these beds. We do have some chilies, I think there are jalapenos, but this one's fallen off, so I'll take that one in and Debbie will see what it's like. Still not having no success with the leaves on the cucumber. They're spreading quite well. More weeds, look. But we'll take care of it. You know, we'll keep looking to see what's what. We do have some cucumbers growing down the sides. Just the one melon at the moment, but we seem to only have one melon plant as well at the moment in this bed. Now I don't know whether it needs pollen off another plant to pollinate them, so I'm going to have a quick read up on that, and if it does I shall use the other plant to pollinate this one.
So this is this morning's harvest of cucumbers. They're absolutely huge, and the reason for that is that I've been poorly for, well, Steve and I have both been poorly for almost 2 weeks, so we've not been keeping on top of things properly. Quite a lot of these will do for animal feed, to be honest, so I'm going to share them with the farmer next door and a friend of mine who likes to make cucumber smoothies.
So that is all for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please remember to like and subscribe. There is also the links below to our Instagram and Facebook, where we do try and keep you guys regularly updated. Until then, we'll see you next week. Bye!